from yesterday. I smell the thought of you all over me. I've got a bite marks on my neck and it scratches down my back. She can take what she wants from me. She's just like marijuana, so smooth and then you gotta take another hit to feel right. She'll pop back if you want it, and you'll come back cause you like it, and you'll feel it just like you're high. Let me take another hit of you, do-do, let me take another hit of you, do-do. Softness of her lips between my fingertips will keep your hold on me. Oh, she's just like marijuana, so smooth and then you gotta take another hit to feel right. Oh, she'll pop back if you want it, and you'll come back cause you like it. You'll feel it just like you're high. Take her here, feel the breath on me. Ever so gently, she'll get you on your knees. Let me take another hit of you. Let me take another hit of you. She's just like marijuana, so smooth and then you gotta take another hit to feel right. You'll come back if you want it. You'll come back cause you like it. You'll feel it just like you're high. Let me take another hit of you. Do-do, do-do-do-do. Let me take another hit of you. Do-do, oh baby. Let me take another hit of you. Let me take another hit of you. Another hit of you. I'll take a hit of you. Do-do, do-do-do-do. All these pretty girls want me around. They don't talk to me like I'm the only one, and all these broken boys want me around. They all tell me they will make me be the one, but I don't want to be someone who you come to tell you you're so pretty. I'm not your game. You play when you are lonely. You need someone to say that you're not forget how it feels to be wanted by somebody. So I let you run your coins, make it mean something, and be the one you come to when you're lonely. Oh no, but I don't want to be someone who lets you use me for a compliment or two. But it's so hard to play it cool when you are lonely too. I'm not your game if they
Hello, all of my friends. How are you all? Hello, hello, hello.
Is that too much? That's funnier when it was bigger.
Yeah.
It's not funny anymore.
Nah. It's only funny the first time,
Yeah,
I
it was
guess.
only funny once. I guess it's not going anywhere then.
Hello, everyone. Fun employment has its moments. How are you? How are you, Silverhawk? Thank you so much for that 38-month resub! 10-hour studios! Hello, all of my friends. How are you doing? I hope it's amazing.
You can open it.
Where did we got this at Trader Joe's.
Trader Joe's.
I'm actually so impressed that we got this at the Trader Joe's in Minneapolis.
They had more stuff than the one near here.
They had more stuff than most places that I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Dairy free. Like, honestly, more than even Whole
Well,
Foods.
with cheese options. I guess goat cheese or dairy free. I don't know.
So, this is Boursin garlic and herb dip, alright? And they make it with cheese, and it's really good. My mom gets it all the time. It's what we eat on the boat at the cabin. And we went grocery shopping the other day at a Trader Joe's that was in Minneapolis, and they had a dairy-free option. I'm so excited. This is such a cool thing, because Carly needs dairy-free stuff.
Sorry.
You don't have to apologize.
I don't like need to, but like
It's an interesting
it.
texture. Right?
I don't know.
Okay, do you want to try first?
Sure.
You love life today, Panda! I'm so excited for you. I'm glad. I can't get it.
I don't know how that was.
I couldn't get it.
Can you put that away?
Si, señorita.
I know I was impressed that I did that too.
Uh-huh. You were actually going to the MOA this weekend, then forgot you had to race the next 2 weeks every day? Oh, gosh. Okay, here you go.
Here we go. Oh.
It's like a cheese. Is that, oh, it's hard. Okay.
Good.
Yeah? Tastes like real cheese? What do we say on this cheese scale?
I like butter.
More like butter? It is butter, like.
I don't know why I was looking at that for the ingredients. Canola oil. That's bad for you.
Mm-hmm. I should have filled this up before we came here. Oh, down here.
That's okay. It was down here when we came down here, so.
Mm-hmm.
And they put lactic acid in it. That's fun.
Have that cheese taste, probably.
Beta carotene for color, which doesn't look like this last thing. It's good.
Mm-hmm.
Full of bad crap, but Pretty decent.
We weren't getting it because it's good for you.
Was that you?
Mhm.
Okay. Spook me.
Yeah, we weren't getting this because it's good for us. We were getting it so that you had a dairy-free version. Because I doubt the one on the that we had on the boat that
No,
was real
absolutely.
cheese was any better for you either.
But
No.
I ate a lot of it.
Probably fucked with your stomach real bad.
I don't know. My stomach's been a little screwed since I got here, so.
It's not bad. I like it. Currently at the races, but leaving so you can sub a driver so I can spend time with your biological mom? Oh, heck yeah. Where's your race?
Can I tag you?
Yeah. I tagged you in all my stuff.
Oh, you did?
Uh-huh. Ooh. Clark! Thank you so much for the raid! How are you, my friend? Sprint car capital of the world is Knoxville? Interesting. What a cool name for somewhere in Iowa. This is my lovely, amazing, beautiful girlfriend, Carly.
Hello. Knoxville. I had a kid that I like watched in daycare named Knox.
K-N-O-X?
Mm-hmm. Cutie.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting name.
Mm-hmm. They're all interesting names. I
Yeah.
had a branch.
From like a tree?
Branch.
It's spelt the same
No,
way.
it was bridge. It was bridge, but at first I thought it was branch.
Hi, my name is Branch. Branch Johnson.
But it was bridge.
Bridge. It's about as...
Not the same.
Yeah. Branch is worse. Branch is way worse than Bridge. Bridge is like, it kind of is getting close to Bridget, so I feel like it feels a little bit normal, you know? Bridge and Branch seem legit? No. Oh no, Clark! I'm glad you're back at it. I'm so sorry, I hope you're better. What was I saying? How's the volume, chat? I moved my microphone to a different place. I can turn it up still. If we're not loud enough. I'd say this tastes pretty good.
Did you tweet me? You don't
No.
tweet anymore.
No, I don't. Sorry, I had things in my mouth. What are exciting things that happened? I got a really cool vanity at a garage sale.
Oh yeah.
And we're gonna try to,
Upcycle it.
yeah. It's just like an IKEA one, I'm pretty sure. I don't think it has anything too exciting about it, but it is really cool.
The vanity? No, I think it's like an IKEA one.
Yeah. It's nothing exciting. Yeah, I think it's just like an IKEA thing. But I got it at a garage sale, so it's like a vanity desk. So the middle opens up and then the mirror's on it. And then you can close it and just use it as a table. And there's 2 drawers on each side. I think it's gonna be cool.
Me too!
Uh-huh.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm trying to repost all your...
Thank you, Panda. You have to come this way. Or go closer.
What am I doing? Oh my gosh.
I don't know what you're doing.
I gotta attach the link. I just tried to. Yeah?
Sorry, no thoughts, chat. I've been having a slow brain day the last couple days. Brain has been just executive dysfunctioning at mass capacity. It's been sleepy. It's been sad. It's been happy. It's been very anxious. No, I'm okay. My mouth tastes like garlic and herb now.
Yum.
Girl dinner.
Girl dinner. It's a vibe. It's a jingle. Girl dinner. Is that the whole thing? It's
Yeah.
just like a bunch of overlaid though. Yeah.
I don't know if I've ever seen the actual girl dinner TikToks. Like, I've seen some of them, like, at the joke. I get the joke. I've seen a couple of them. Haven't seen, like, the original, like, where it stemmed from.
I don't know, man. Who knows anymore?
It's all a conglomerate. I cleaned that mirror today. I literally had the most boring day. I don't have anything to say. I was so... I just,
You
like...
want to sing?
The guy put songs in the queue.
Okay. I'm gonna keep eating Triscuits.
Chat, the song queue is open. Everyone request something. Right now.
What you got there?
It's literally only been 17 minutes of stream. Why does it feel like it's been an hour and a half?
This time just going. Did you make a sleepy time tea?
I didn't drink enough of it for it to do anything.
True.
It kind of tasted weird. I don't know what's up. Maybe there's something wrong with my kettle. I might have to clean it. What else was I gonna say? Oh, my brother had to clean the freaking dryer ducts all day. I feel bad, but he finished it, and now our house isn't gonna set on fire. Last night we were trying to go to bed, and it was like, it was the weirdest noise because my room is next to the laundry room, or it's like adjacent to the laundry room, and then the garage is kind of like right behind where my bed is. And so my brother was in the garage or downstairs, wherever it was, trying to clean out the dryer duct because the dryer wasn't really working, and he realized there was no airflow going through at all. And he was like, I don't want our house to set on fire. And so all day today he spent cleaning out the vent. Spent like 5 hours, had to move all of the shit over. Seemed like an event. While I sat inside in executive dysfunction. I did post stuff. I posted TikToks and shorts and reels and stuff.
I saw. Good job.
Thanks. I featured some clips on my channel.
Take it away now.
Do you want to go put it upstairs?
Yeah.
Do you want to fill my water too?
Yeah.
Thank you. Ow, my fingers itch. Yeah, Chad, I had just such a really uneventful day. Oh, and then yesterday I had the worst headache. Oh my gosh, it was so bad. I spent yesterday, I went to like some garage sales with my parents. I figured like getting out of the house was gonna help my brain. And so, well, I actually had to go to a funeral in the morning. But, we went to a bunch of garage sales, and I got some things. And then I got back, and it's so goddamn hot out. And I got to my room, and then my head started hurting really, really bad. And then I had a pretty gnarly headache for the rest of the night. Millie, what's up? But I drank some electrolytes and some more water. And I felt better, so I think it was just dehydration or something. Well, actually, I drank some electrolytes, and that actually helped, and some Advil, but it still was there. I had to, like, sit in darkness for a while. It wasn't fun. Brain has no more thoughts. What is there? We can talk about the... Did y'all hear about the Kai thing? I actually didn't know too much about it. Ooh! Here's an exciting thing that I learned. I learned all about that Veritasium that we watched. We watched one of their videos earlier this week. And he released a video yesterday explaining IQ and, like, if it's fake, where it comes from, like the whole history of it and everything to do with it, and it was super interesting. One of the things that I didn't know is that the person who brought the IQ test from Europe to America... Carly's back!
Hello, I remembered you filled up my water this morning. I almost broke the lid taking it off.
Why, I just did it really tight?
Yeah, apparently.
I must be strong.
Yeah. No surprise.
Big boss off. I'm explaining to them, telling them about the IQ video. And how I was surprised. I was telling them about how the guy brought it over and what America did to it, right? So the guy brings it over from Europe. And the whole reason that they created the IQ test was because this psychologist or whoever the fuck he was tasked with figuring out a way to find, like, kids that are doing worse in school so that he can help them be at the same level as all of the other kids. Like, it was basically like, let's find kids that are struggling and help them, but we need to figure out an objective way to do so let's try to find a test that can, figure that out, right? So the guy, another guy figures it out, right? It becomes standardized in Europe, whatever. Guy brings it over to America. Well, when they bring it over to America, of course it's not looked at as a, like, oh, let's use this test to find people that are struggling and help them. Instead, we're gonna find people that are struggling and then tell them that they can't have kids. They're not allowed to reproduce. All of the eugenics people in in World War I, right? That was with the Nazis. Was it World War I was with the Nazis?
I have no clue.
Whichever one was with the Nazis. The people that were all about eugenics in America before the war, like the fucked up people in America, right? They got it passed through the Supreme Court that anybody who was lower than like
That's
a 70 on the IQ test would get sterilized because it was a benefit to society to not have people reproduce that
I didn't know that tidbit.
Yeah, they were sterilized. How fucked is that? Yeah. And it gets even worse. Then the Nazis come around and they look at eugenics and they're like, y'all did a great job. And they start quoting the Supreme Court ruling about sterilizing people that have a lower IQ and all of the eugenics people in America as their, like, inspiration. Like, Hitler straight up used eugenics in America as inspiration for the Nazi Party and anti-Semitism.
You're split?
Sure. So, very, like, what the fuck?
It, like,
okay.
makes sense, though.
It's very, like, what the fuck? fuck? Like, here's this thing that was created to like help people, and it was used in such a horrid way, right? So the video talked about a lot of kind of interesting things. One thing, if you have a high IQ, you have a literal bigger brain. There's a correlation of like 3, like, which is a lot, like a really high correlation, like 3 times the, like by the ratio of 3, I think is what it is. So like 3 times the amount or whatever.
I didn't watch the video.
Essentially, no, they were 0.3 times larger. Like, people with a higher IQ that were over like a certain number or whatever had a 0.3 times as large brain than an average IQ, which literally means high IQ, big brain.
Interesting.
Other thing, no, you can go. There's a couple other things that I told you that were exciting about it, or really interesting. Oh, the other thing that was interesting, a point that he brought up, was that there's no way to make a culturally free IQ test. So, and one of the things that he was talking about is that an IQ test is it's a series of random questions or whatever else that are supposed to base your intelligence, but it's based off of our culture, like the culture that it's in, and how we would understand a pattern question, how we would comprehend that, or the average person in our culture would comprehend that. We don't know if like somebody who lives in a tribe in Africa would even be able to perceive patterns in the same way that we do, just because they weren't raised in the same culture of seeing the same things and patterns and things like that we do every day. And now an IQ test, you'd give somebody that's in Africa, you might give them an IQ test and they won't know how to answer anything. But an IQ test doesn't have questions on how to like raise livestock or survive in the wilderness or anything like that, which is arguably more important for survival, right? Mm-hmm. So it's very, it's like he was essentially saying like there is no way to make a culturally free IQ test or something that you could genuinely give to like every single person in the population and then say like, oh hey, we're struggling, let's help you, do more things or whatever else. Mm-hmm. It was interesting.
Mm-hmm. But like, with how the US used it, totally makes sense what's going on. I like that. It just is like, oh, we've been here before.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
History repeats itself, dude.
It's like, it's just continuation.
I think about that with like Elon and all the bullshit that he pulls where he's like, I'm above the law. Like, he so obviously thinks that he is completely above the law, mm-hmm. right? And like, I think about how, like, bro, you don't think that the Queen of England also thought that she was completely above the law and that she could do whatever the fuck she wanted to and just make every person in England starve? You know what happened then? All the people revolted and fucking guillotined all of them. You know what I mean? Like, that was the let them eat cake. Mm-hmm. Line is that she was the one that they all went in and got all of the people that were ruling the wherever it was, and they fucking cut off all their heads. They're like, fuck you, no. There's more of us than there are of you, and you're a fucking asshole. And like, not saying that Elon's gonna get guillotined, but it is that same sort of level of, bro, history repeats itself. Every single powerful person in the history of the world who has thought, I am above, like, consequence, always has some horrible consequence happen to them. You know what I mean? That has never ended well for somebody in power that thinks like that.
Saying we should bring back the guillotine. I thought that in high school when I learned about the guillotine, or whatever grade we learned about guillotines, and I was like, that's dope. Let's do that.
It's a very childlike thing to say.
I mean,
yeah.
like, yeah, and they're telling me rules that I don't like and no one else likes them.
Yeah.
Bye. I was used for a lot of other things. But anyways.
Oh, other thing in the IQ video that reminded me of something. The IQ test, right? Every however many years, it gets normalized. Basically, they like take everybody, like the base number, right? It's like, because people get generally more, like, smarter. Like, generations by generations, the intelligence level...
I think that goes both ways.
Well, so let me finish what I'm saying, right? So this is... So they normalize it every however many years to essentially know what the median intelligence is, right?
Gotcha.
And so right now... if you have lower than a 70 IQ score, you're considered like mentally handicapped, right? Like that's what like you have to have an IQ score less than 70. Well, if you take the normalization like numbers or whatever, it's something like 30 years ago or some shit like that. The average person had a standard of nowadays of less than 70.
So, let's say that again.
Okay.
More people were under the number of 70
so
or at
if you
70?
take right now the standard of 70, right?
Yeah.
As
like
30
the
years
bottom.
ago, the normal scale was 70 points less. Was less than 70. Like the average median of the scale. So they take every however many years, they go in and they say, okay, this is what the median is, right? So the median 30 years ago was less than 70 points of today's standard. It changed in that much or whatever. I'm not explaining it very well, but I think you understand.
No. There's a better way to explain it. Their scale is 70 points off from ours. So their base level, or was that their average?
Like the average person had a 70 IQ of today's standards. Like
I don't
in
know
today's
what you
standards.
mean in today's standards.
Like they normalize it
so
every
what's
year.
our average IQ then? You're
So-
not comparing two similar things.
I'm saying that we raised in however many
Yeah,
points that is.
but-
So like
Okay.
maybe that would have been whatever the average number of IQ is something like 110 or something like that, or 105, right? So they normalize everybody's IQ to make that median be that 105 or whatever it is. Like the average IQ score, they normalize all of it so it fits into that bell curve, essentially, right? So what they're saying is that each year from that time, people have gotten smarter, so it is raised in a couple like IQ points each year. And so 30 years ago, people were scoring at a 70, like the average human was getting a 70 IQ in 2023 standards.
Okay.
I don't think it.
I don't.
Hi, Louisa.
I don't know why you're explaining it like that. I don't know.
That's literally what it is. It's essentially meaning that like everybody 30 years ago or 70 years ago, whatever
Was
it was.
just 70 points dumber?
No, was at an IQ that is considered today
Yeah.
mentally
Okay.
handicapped.
Yeah. You could have just said that.
That's what I was trying to say the first time, I think.
You go the long way sometimes. That's okay.
But I thought that was really interesting.
Yeah. You go like this way, and my brain goes this way, and I can't connect it because I don't know what you're saying. But you're like, wah, wah. But we get there.
Other thing I learned in that video was that in the war, the military was like, "Hey, we're gonna take away this rule that we have. We're gonna make this rule that we have that says that if you have less than an 80 and on the IQ test, that you can't get enlisted in the military. You can't be in the military." They're like, "We're gonna make that rule lax because we're in a war and we need to have people in the military." So they take that rule away. They take that rule away and just start, bringing in whoever. Doesn't matter if you have less than 70 IQ or not. And what they find out is that a person who had less than 70 IQ tests they were let in was way more likely to just fail out of basic training altogether. And they were 2/3 more likely to die in combat. Like, something like 30,000 or like 100,000 people or some shit like that died just out of that group. It was like they were 3 times more likely. I think it was 2/3, 3 times more likely. It was an insane amount that they were way more likely to die in combat. So the military just straight up realized, like, no, it's not worth us to bring in people that, like,
gotta fix that rule.
yeah, like, it's not, no, the bodies are, like, they were like, oh, we are way more inefficient because we're having to, like, spend extra time teaching people who have a lower IQ.
That's interesting.
Then,
and that's the thing is, like, the IQ, did he get into all the, like, types of learning styles? Because, like, test taking in that way, when I first saw the video, I was, like, pissed off because I'm a kinesthetic learner, so I learn by doing and seeing and feeling, and not by writing things on a paper and reading and trying to think, because that doesn't work. There's too much going on in there.
Yeah.
But it would totally, like, I think it's totally skewed because of the amount of people who probably score that 70 or lower and are considered handicapped are probably just neurodivergent in some type of way, or have a different type of learning style, or, you know.
Yeah. He talked about those exact factors, like anxiety and test-taking abilities and things like that playing factors into it. A thing that he also talked about was motivation is a big thing, where they did tests where they gave people a range of, like, $0 for taking the test, or they said, we'll give you $1 up to, like, 10 or $10+, and they saw a correlation in the more money as a reward, the higher that they did, the better they did on the test.
Well, I mean, if you would have done that to me
if you would have given me an actual incentive
my
other
parents
than
gave me $100 one year for getting straight A's.
Yeah,
they never did it again, but I did it at least like 2 more times.
Yeah, nice. Military doesn't do IQ tests, but an ASVAB. Yeah, I know that. I'm sure it's sort of a similar thing, though, that if you got low enough on the ASVAB, they probably just say, no, we won't accept you. Like, I'm assuming that it's kind of the same thing. They probably changed it to the ASVAB. Because they also talked about how an IQ test is essentially the ACTs and SATs. They have, like, they share, like, 3/4 of the same sort of question styles and stuff like that. If you get less than a 35 on it, you can't get in. So same sort of standards. They realize, like, hey, we have to have a threshold, because if you score less than that, it's not going to happen. But they also talked about how in today's world, psychologists look at intelligence in 2 different categories mainly, crystallized and fluid. So crystallized is like your muscle memory things. It's like driving to your house or your childhood home, or like typing in your phone number that you knew when you were a kid, your home phone number, for those of you that had a home phone, or like getting to the store that you go to, or whatever it is, like that sort of stuff that is super repetitive and just becomes like muscle memory. That stuff is called crystallized. And that knowledge stays throughout your entire life for the most part. And then they have fluid, which fluid intelligence is your ability to like problem solve in situations in a like fast-paced manner. Like your ability to do things.
Thinking about my job as we speak, and that
I stole this from you. So
both of those are very high. Does it feel good?
Yeah, I dig it. It's also like a good fidget. You need a lot of those, both of those things.
Yeah, because I have to have a high recall knowledge. I have to have a high like visual perception, Yeah. And then problem solve within the. Oh, that's why my brain hurts.
Yeah, it's a lot of work. Well, yeah, you're obviously using guns. They straight up, but that was the thing that blew my mind, is that at one point they were like, no, we're gonna take that away because we need people to fight in the war. And then they were like, oh, That's not. They die way faster. They
Oh,
don't.
no.
Yeah. Oh no, they're all dying and not passing basic training. Not worth it. Bad idea. Let's change that around. Not do that anymore. That's the part that's like, what the fuck? Who thought that was a good idea?
You wanna sing?
You want to? I don't have any songs in the queue.
Okay, then turn on the music.
Both those with having almost. Yeah, I want here. I'm gonna put the video in chat so you guys can watch it if you want to. It was very interesting. I dug it.
Is it the SATs and the ACTs that are like somewhat correlated?
Yeah, they said it was like the questions overlap by like 2/3 or something like that.
Yeah, so I did relatively.
Yeah.
I did very well with the SATs and the ACTs, so I'm just taking that as I have a pretty good IQ. I don't even. It's fine.
I took mine once, and I think I got. We take ACTs here. I think I got like a 26 or something.
I couldn't tell you. I just remember being really excited at how well that I did.
Nice.
And only missing one on the math portion. Because it's all like, well,
I'm just
yeah,
bad.
I remember taking it and doing like, and like going through it like, okay, this is like kind of self-explanatory. It's didn't need quite as many like, I have to remember this formula, you know.
Did you take ACTs or SATs?
90% sure I took both.
Interesting. Did you get like because the ACTs have like a 2-number and like the highest you can get is like a 36 on the ACTs.
I think I did.
And the SATs are like the 1300s or 1500s.
I think I took the SATs because I remember taking the pre-SATs in my junior year. Did you do that? Did you take a pre-test?
Yeah, but it was all ACTs.
Yeah.
The Midwest doesn't care about SATs. I remember them even telling us, like, unless you're going to a school on the coast, they don't care. I think it's just a different sort of standardized test.
Yeah,
like
that's what I'm sure. That's why I'm pretty sure I took both because we had the option to take another one or something. I don't remember.
Yeah. You took ACTs once and got a 28, but slept through half of it and just filled in blanks on the English part because I wanted to sleep more. LOL. I remember getting a really good score on my practice one and basically doing same thing. Like, I was just kind of like, why am I doing this? I fucking hate this bullshit. Like, why do I have to take a practice version of this? Like, what the hell? And then I did okay, but I'm a bad test taker. I'm really not good at tests. It's too much. I remember dreading tests. I was always really bad at studying, and I was never any good at, like, retaining the information that I needed to memorize. You know, like, my ADHD really fucked me over in the, like, it's really hard to memorize answers for a quiz last minute. You know what I mean? And my brain did not do well in basic school because that's everything, you know?
See, I did better in those sort of situations. Like, I had, like, the pressure, I guess. Because I remember going into middle school, they made us take tests to get into our academies.
Yeah.
And they placed me in the advanced English, advanced science, except for math, because they wouldn't let me test it, and that was what I was pissed about.
Yeah.
Because I'm better at math than anything.
Interesting.
And I never did homework. I didn't do classwork, but I scored very well on tests, so I got through the classes. That was how I got through most of school.
I mean, I did good on the tests.
Yeah.
Same thing. I just wasn't good at taking them.
Yeah.
Like, if I was a good test taker, I probably would have aced all of my tests.
Yeah.
But I had to, like, study a little bit, and then I could get a decent test. But I was the same way, where it's like I tried to get a B on my tests most of the time, so that me not completing, you know, assignments would be okay. But I usually what happened was it would get like halfway through the year to when conferences were, and then my teacher would be like, oh yeah, Megan hasn't turned in like 15 assignments, and then my mom would come home and yell at me a whole bunch and say, what the fuck, do your schoolwork, I only have one thing, one rule, just get a B average, and then would yell and say, you have to do all of your work. And then I would, like in the next week, ADHD do all of the work in like an entire week and turn it in, and then I would have a B or an A in the class, even with completing like half of the...
your school is a lot nicer than my school. We got marked late for everything.
Well, we would get marked late, like I would get points off.
No, I wouldn't be able to turn anything in halfway through the semester.
Yeah.
It'd be like if you miss the deadline, you can't turn it in. Okay. No late points, no nothing.
Oh yeah, so like we could. I think
that's where this is bringing up trauma. That's where my ADHD suffered in high school.
Okay, yeah, because I think my teachers were empathetic enough. They probably could tell that I was get a B. They probably could tell that it wasn't. It was because I had ADHD or something like that. Like they could probably tell. Megan isn't stupid, because I was always a really good student.
Well, that was the thing. I was medicated. They told them that I was medicated, like doing all that stuff, and they like gave me a little different treatment, but not like anything. They didn't give me extra time on tests ever. Like I don't remember that ever being a thing. Not until college, and I requested it. Yeah. And I didn't even use it. You know, so
extra time in your classes.
I think I used it or on tests because it's like ADA, I want to say. It's a disability, so they have to provide you with
extra time
accommodations. So I like set that up when I was in Reno because I was like, I'm taking advanced chemistry.
Yeah, like
I need a little bit more time.
Rather have it and not need it.
Yeah,
yeah. Mm-hmm. I never did any of my work until last minute, but with Sweet Talk, my teachers at the end of the year and got away with turning in everything late. On my last semester, I only went every Wednesday for the last 2 months and still graduated early.
I made the honor roll in college. Like each community college that I went to, I made the dean's list and I made the honor roll and I had straight A's.
I was pretty much in the same boat. I did the same thing as you, Scottrick. My senior year, my last trimester of senior year, I missed over 30 days. Mental health days. We loved a mental health day.
Yeah, that didn't exist.
It existed because I don't think my school wanted them to exist, but they weren't gonna fuck with my dad anymore. And this is one of my favorite stories. This is a good dad story! Oh my gosh, I should have told this story when Dan Clancy asked me for a dad story. Here's a good dad story. So I had my parents were very much like, if you have a B average, I don't care. If you don't want to go to school, but you have a B average and you get your schoolwork done, I get it. You know, like, it's tough being a kid. It's hard, you know, like, we're gonna let you stay home and sleep or whatever else, right? So there would be days where I would wake up and I would be like, can I just sleep in, or I don't want to go, and my parents would, you know, call and say, yeah, she's sick.
Bullshit!
Yeah, so here's what happened. So one day, this was a legitimate thing. There was, like, traffic or some shit. Like, it had just snowed a whole bunch. So there was a bunch of traffic, and we got to school late. So I was like, here, Dad, write me a note that just says, like, hey, sorry, there was traffic, you know, running late, but, you know, like, please excuse Megan, you know, being sick or whatever. You know, here's my phone number, you know, Bob Lennius. Call me if you have any you need to verify. And so I walk into the front office just like I have for a bunch of other times that I've given a note, and I give her the note, and she looks at it, and she's like, oh, no, this isn't a valid excuse. I was like, what? And she's like, yeah, this isn't, you can't, this isn't work. Yeah, this isn't you can't do that. And I was like, what are you talking about? It's signed by my parents. And she's like, well, it's not a valid excuse because you could have just written it yourself or something like that. Like, she was like saying, like, no, it wasn't.
Was she a new person?
No, she was the same person as every other time. And she said, no, it wasn't it. And I was like, what the fuck? So I leave, and I can't remember if it would have been like a strike, so I would have had to go to detention or some shit for it, or if it was just, I was just like, what the fuck? Like, this is fucking dumb. My dad wrote you a note. It's not, what the hell, right? So I call my mom / my dad, and I say, yeah, this is what happened. And they go, okay. My dad calls the school. So he goes through every secretary in the school until he gets to he's like, I want to talk to the principal, because each person kind of gives him the same spiel of like, it's not a valid excuse. And he's like, you don't feed my child. If I give you a note that says excuse her absence, it's a valid excuse. Like, fuck off. And he didn't say fuck off, but was like, no, you're wrong. And so he gets to the president's secretary. Yeah, the principal's secretary. The principal's secretary, maybe even got to the vice principal. One of them. And he goes, and they say the same sort of thing. And he says, he's like, listen, does my daughter come home to your house? Do you feed her dinner every night? Do you pay for all of her things? Do you give her a bed to sleep in? Do you see my phone number at the bottom of that note? You're not in charge of my child, and you don't get to say what is valid or not when I have my phone number at the bottom of the note, and you can call me to verify if this is a real note or not. Like, that's why I put my phone number there. And the woman was like, yeah, okay, whatever, and kind of like, it was like fucking, like, could tell that they were just done with it, whatever. And they took it off. They didn't give me the strike, and they gave me a valid excuse. And from that day on, every time that I walked into the front office and gave my secretary a note, she didn't bat one eye at it. She just said, thanks, Megan, see you later, and would mark it down. I never got abused that. I did. That's why I missed 30 days my senior year of school, because she didn't fucking do it. After that, it was so many times. I thank you, Mom and Dad, for calling in so many times, because that was like, I was so done with school by the end of it. Oh,
I was just screwed.
Yeah,
it was my fault if I was late.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Well, I mean, senior year, you know.
Yeah.
I drove.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Your principal assigned to me loved me. I missed over 60 days and got 2 days of in-school suspension and skipped them, and nothing happened. I also got your phone taken away one time, and my principal went through it because the girl I was talking to at the time kept blowing up my phone, and we were talking about doing Molly and weed, and I played innocent like I was trying to impress her and got away with it.
That's funny.
That's really funny. I was just trying to impress a girl. What's up, Liquid? That's really funny. Yeah, that was a good dad story. He did that. They never said anything. That was the best. Cause I would have other kids I would have other friends that would have an issue. Like, they would bring a note in and the teacher, like, she would say, like, you know, whatever. But it was like, from that day, and that happened my, like, junior year of high school, too. So from that on, for the rest of my school year, it was the rest of my schooling, she didn't do anything. Oh, but the bitter part about that whole thing, right? My mom hadn't checked my grades. And because I called her and was like, all this, whatever, she needed to go log into the school thing.
Oh, no!
To get the number, and she saw that I was failing a bunch of classes because I hadn't turned in. It wasn't a bunch. I think it was only like one class, and then I had a bunch of C's or something because I hadn't turned in a bunch of assignments. And so they got me through it, but then I got home and got fucking reamed. I got in so much trouble. I remember that. She was so pissed at me. Rightfully so. What question you got? I was trying to figure out what. I was trying to figure out what word that is.
Cuckoo.
Mm-hmm.
You cuckoo.
Cuckoo.
Cuckoo chill.
What's that song? Cuckoo. Cuckoo.
There's a chord in a
Is it Sound of Music?
Yeah. Do to you and you and you.
It isn't that one?
So long, farewell, I'll be to saying good night, good night, good night. That's the very last line.
Yeah.
There's a sad sort of China.
No, they never took anything away. You didn't, because you didn't believe in that almost. You knew that that I felt bad. And that was enough. Enough. I think I really don't think taking my phone or anything would have done that much. I don't think it would have helped me, like, understand. I think I would have just thought it was mean. You know what I mean? I don't think it would have helped me learn any lessons. I don't think that's how my brain works. I think the way you did it was perfect, because it was very much like, oh, I had to learn my own lessons and think about my things and deal with my own guilt of fucking up, you know what I mean? Rather than being like, oh my gosh, my parents are so unfair, they took away my things, you know? Like, instead it was, I didn't have anything to like, revert my anger towards, you know what I mean? Like, I didn't have like, oh, my mom got mad at me for having bad grades, right? And so because she didn't take my phone away, if she did, I would have then just been angry at her for taking my things away. But because she didn't, I just had to sit there and feel guilty for, like, fucking up. You know what I mean? Like, I just had to sit there and be like, okay, yeah. Your dad always stuck up for you and said we had to give you a chance to make it better. And I always did. You gave me that one chance, and in the next 2 weeks, it was always better. So. Is this like pina colada?
Yeah. Can I share a seat with you now?
Is that what you want?
I don't know.
But okay.
I haven't touched you in a while.
LOL. We have to make dinner.
Ugh.
You don't want food?
No, I do. I don't want to make dinner.
I don't know. Me either.
Anybody want to send us food?
I used to have TreatStream on, but there wasn't enough restaurants for it to be good.
That would be fun, but I don't know what does that entail?
It's like a thing that you would set up. Like, I go in and put in my address and all my stuff, and it shows me restaurants near me that have, like, delivery. Mm-hmm. And then it hides my address from viewers, and then it hides my information, and then they can gift us food. Like, I go through and say, these are meals that I like from TreatStream, and then they can, send it to me.
The chair is way higher.
Mm-hmm.
Does this one go up?
Yeah, I think so. You're here from Ty's stream. He went offline as I tried to join, and yours recommended channel. Oh, welcome. $5 Taco Bell.
Taco Bell.
You wanna go to Taco Bell?
Mm-hmm. We'll figure it out.
Okay. And make a ruin of you. No, the whole point was that we didn't want to spend money.
Mm-hmm. I got food.
Mm-hmm.
Meatballs and fettuccine alfredo.
Okay. Thanks for the follow! Nice.
Sorry.
Wait, what did they say? Oh, I did the smart thing. Anytime my school called about something, she'd be at work, so I'd delete the answering machine so she wouldn't hear it or find out. She did get super pissed when she found out about it all, though. They had cell phones by the time I was in high school, so I couldn't delete an answering machine video
I
or
gave
like
them all
thing.
the home phone number. They never had my parents' cell phone unless it was an emergency, you know?
Yeah. I followed because I too have ADHD.
Woo!
Welcome, Astro
How many
Guy.
tabs do you have open? That's the real question. Wow, I'm kind of surprised you don't have a lot.
But I do have 4 monitors.
Yeah, but like it's
I don't
not,
know.
you just open your shit.
Mhm. Yeah, I don't have it. If I'm actually using it, I'll have a handful of tabs open. But like right now, it's just like these are all of my things that I know I need for stream.
Yeah.
Had to break in to erase those voicemails. Yeah.
Well, it was always like the password was always the last four of the phone number.
Oh.
That's what my parents did at least.
Uh-oh.
Or that's how you... Oh no, that's what my mom told me to do so I wouldn't forget it.
Oh.
I don't think you need a password on voicemails anymore.
You can
set one up, yeah.
It's optional.
I don't know if I have a voicemail set up.
When you dead, I don't wanna see me go get broken.
No songs in the queue?
Nope. None of them.
Why?
I don't know.
Why no songs, chat? I'm
don't have the
trying to
other-
sing with my girlfriend.
I don't have the other microphone on either.
Oh, fine.
My challenge is making sure you only deleted the school's message and hope no one else left a message or it would delete all of them.
Oh. Yikes.
Oof. Oof. Yeah, that would be rough. Is that how she found out about it? I don't wanna see him go get broken. That's how she found out?
Ha. We want to do an acapella.
Here. Give me my guitar.
Which one? Day one.
I think I might be able to play it. I think it's just like... What is it? I don't know what the chorus is. O's chords. Had a summer lover down in New Orleans. Watch your head. Left more in the winter or frozen in the spring of my mind. How the seasons go by. I get high and I love to get low. The hearts keep breaking and the heads just roll. You know, that's how the story goes. Alright.
Right. What do you want to do?
I had me a boy, turned him into a man. Showed him all the things that he didn't understand. Whoa. And then I let him go. There's one in California who's been cursing my name. Cause I found me a better lover in the UK. Hey. Until I made my getaway. 1, 2, 3, you're gonna run back to me. Cause I'm the best baby that they never got to keep. 1, 2, 3, you're gonna run back to me. They always wanna come, but they never wanna leave. Exes and oh, they want me like oh, they want me to make them oh, they won't let go. Exes and O's. Had a summer lover down in New Orleans. More in the winter, left them frozen in the spring. My mind, it's how the seasons go by. I get high, oh, I love to get low. Hearts keep breaking, the head just roll. You know, it's how the story goes. 1, 2, 3, you're gonna run back to me. Cause I'm the best baby that they never got to keep. 1, 2, 3, you're gonna run back to me. They always wanna come, but they never wanna leave. Exes and oh, they want me like oh, they want me to make it roll. They won't let go.
1, 2, 3, they're gonna run back to me. They always wanna come, but they never wanna leave. My exes and O's, they want me like us. They want me to make it more. They won't let go. My exes and O's, they haunt me like us. They want me to make it more. They won't let go. Exes and O's.
We gotta cover that. Thanks, Mama.
Thanks, Mom. Did it not? It didn't.
She said it didn't work.
Yeah, I'm gonna re-log in so it reconnects, and then we'll see if it works.
Thank you, Wolfie.
There we go. Let's see if it works now. I don't know if it. I think it does. What about or let's do it down here.
There's a skeleton.
Oh my goodness! Thank you so much for the $10. 1,000 biddies.
10,000.
Every day, the deficit grows.
Do you know the lyrics?
You spend more than you own.
I'll get them up just so you don't have them.
Papa always said to me,
Is sound okay, friends?
keep a close eye on your authority. Yeah, 'cause you say that you care. Now it's unaware. You say that you care. Now it's unaware. 'Cause all you do is push, pull, tear.
Okay. I do take song requests. Exclamation point SL pulls up my song list.
I got it.
Every day the deficit grows. You spend more than you own. Papa always said to me, keep a close eye on your authority. Yeah, 'cause you say that you care. Now it's unaware. You say that you care. Now it's unaware. Oh, 'cause all you do, you push, pull, tear. You can't stretch it any farther. Push, pull, tear.
Also exclamation point SR.
Every day our taxes increase. Is it our land or is it our lease? Papa says, son, it's a land of the free. As he broke his back trying to make ends meet. Oh, you say you care. I was unaware. You say that you care. I was unaware. Oh, is all you do, you put it. You can't stick it any farther now. Push, put it. You can't stick it any farther now. Push, put it. You say that you care. I was unaware. You say that you care. I was unaware. How you do? Push, put it. You can't stretch it any further now. Push, put it. You can't stretch it any further. Push, put it.
Wow, look at you being an alto.
Oh yeah.
Want to click the claps? Good job. Good job, baby.
You went off, so I let you.
I thought you were gonna come in when I went into that
I
loud
know.
note.
That's hard. That's high. That's why I went alto.
Yeah. You're like, not today.
The X's and O's, that was fine. Yeah, that's like right on my break. You wanna do fast car?
What's the
Oh.
Okay, come get close to me so when I clip this, it'll be
It'll
cute.
be cute. This is cute.
What is it?
Do you want to do the alto?
Yeah, you do the high ones because
Okay.
it's too high for me.
You just did it.
I mean, yeah, but you sound better as a soprano.
You don't like my alto?
No, like you sound better than me as a soprano.
Oh.
You have to get closer to me. Can you scoot in your chair, please?
No, it doesn't.
Like, no, like turn to the side
oh,
like I
and
am.
sit?
Like, or just get like closer because if I'm gonna crop, I have to crop this into a TikTok.
I'm trying.
No, like move your chair so we're like this part of you is next to me.
What did you want me to do?
Not that, but I just want you to get in frame. Don't look at the real world. Look at the camera. And get close to me. Get close to me in camera world.
What? You want me to sit behind you?
No, come close.
What do you want me to do? I'm just gonna elbow me in the boob.
When did it end?
I don't know.
Yeah.
You gotta do it a couple times.
When did it end? All the enjoyment. I'm sad again. Don't tell my boyfriend. It's all that she's made for. Is that what you're made for? I can't project loud enough when I'm that low.
You want me to try it?
Or sing quieter. When did it end? All the enjoyment. I'm sad again. Don't tell my girlfriend. You like
hear me?
when did it end? All the enjoyment. I'm sad again. Don't tell my girlfriend. It's not what she's made for. It's not what I'm made for. I don't know what my chords are. Are we doing girlfriend or boyfriend?
What do you want to do?
Bow wow wow wow. Wow 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 wow. Maybe I can do it. Don't tell my boyfriend it's not what she's made for. What was I made for? Is that a better key? Or should I go down lower again?
Go the other key.
All the enjoyment. I'm sad again. Don't tell my boyfriend it's not what he's made for. It's too low for both of us. Like we can hit it, but it's not it's the low part of our registers, so it doesn't have any resonance to it.
I have a little bit of resonance. Not enough.
What if we just did it right here, maybe? What if we just do... let's try this. All the enjoyment. Can you still do the high harmony with that? When did it
You want the unison? The octave?
Don't call my boyfriend. It's not what he's made for. What are the
Do you want the high harmony on that?
What do you got? What's
Okay.
When did it end? All the enjoyment. I'm sad again. Don't tell my boyfriend it's not what he's made for. What was I made for?
Yeah, that's pretty.
Do you want a high octave? Okay.
No, I like those harmonies. Those are
I
pretty.
had no idea what I did.
That was pretty. Let's do it again.
When did it end? All the enjoyment.
Let's do it again.
When did it end?
I gotta find my story now.
When did it end? When did it end?
I don't think that helps.
When did it end? When did it end? All the enjoyment. I'm sad again. Don't tell my boyfriend it's not what he's made for. What was I made for?
I don't know why I can't find that note.
When did it end? All the enjoyment. I'm sad again. Don't tell my boyfriend it's not what he's made for. What was I made for? When did it end? All the enjoyment. I'm sad again. Don't tell my boyfriend it's not what he's made for. It's not what I'm made for.
You follow me.
Just follow. Go with.
Oh, you gotta stay down so I harmonize on that note.
What's up, Mikkel? No, it's gonna sound really cool if we would have both went out.
Oh. Well, I was going up to go harmonize on that note.
You just lift up one more, and then I would have been an art. Right there. Sorry, it's okay. We're good. Right. That we're just singing the same one. I'm gonna make this a TikTok later. That's why.
When did it end? All the enjoyment. I'm sad again. Don't tell my boyfriend it's not what he's made for. What was I made for?
All right.
Did you want to do it again? I missed the last part.
Well, I think we can record it a different time.
Okay.
I think we did it enough. Come on, let it go.
Oh, yay, I like this song. I know this
Just
song.
let it be. Why don't you be you and I'll be me? Everything that's broke, lead me to the breeze. Let the ashes fall.
I don't know the beginning of this at all.
Walking home and talking low. Seeing shows in evening clothes with you. Nervous touch and getting drunk. Staying up and waking up with you. Now I'm sleeping on the edge, holding something we don't need.
All this illusion in our heads. We'll do it again from the beginning. Oh my goodness, thank you so much for that tier 1 sub! Supreme! Thank you so much for your tier 1 sub. Could you hold this momentarily? Supreme! Thank you! You get your name on my sub chair. Congratulations! You are officially a cool kid, and you are forever immortalized on my chair.
Sorry.
SX.
Oh, way to go. Preme.
Yeah?
Gell.
Gell?
LO. Yeah.
Fixed it. There you are, my friend. Congratulations. You're forever a cool kid.
Again.
All right, yeah. For real this time. Walking home and talking lows, seeing shows in evening clothes with you, nervous touch and getting drunk, staying up and waking up with you. Now we're slipping at the edge, holding something we don't need. All this illusion in our heads gonna bring us to our knees. But come on, let it go. Just let it be. Why don't you be you and I'll be me? Everything that's broke, leave it to the breeze. Why don't you be you? I'll be me. Oh, I'll be me. Throwing clothes across the floor, teeth and claws and slamming doors at you. This is all we're living for. Why are we doing it anymore? I used to recognize myself. It's funny how reflections change. Becoming something else. Think it's time to walk away. Come on, let it go. Just let it be. Why don't you? I'll be me. Everything that's broke, leave it to the breeze. Why don't you be you? I'll be me. Try to fit your hand inside of mine. No, it just don't belong. No force on earth make it feel right. Trying to push this problem uphill, it's just too heavy to hold. Think now's the time to let it slide. Come on, let it go. Just let it be. Why don't you be you? I'll be me. Everything that's broke, leave it to the breeze. Let the ashes fall. Forget about me. Come on, let it go. Just let it be. Why don't you be you? I'll be me. Oh, I'll be me. Happy. Patrick's the one that you hate a bunch. Of course, Supreme. Thank you so much for the sub, my friend. Rob Kovacs, how are you?
I love that song.
Great one. Think now's the time to let it slide. Whoa. I hate this. Go, stop.
What are you doing?
When you click on somebody's name in chat, then it won't let me close out of it until I click their name again. It bothers me. It was stupid. I just wanted to make sure that I was following Rob. How are you, my friend?
That was fun.
I was doodling with that today, and I don't remember what the melody was of what I was playing. Starts in May, make you feel groovy, make you feel happy like an old time movie. I sang that at a talent show when I was
I could see you
in 2nd or 3rd grade. I didn't play guitar on it, but here's what's funny. I think I was gonna play guitar, or I had a backing track to it, but the power went out. And I was the only one that performed, one of the only ones that performed, because I was the only one with balls that would go up and sing it a cappella. And so I went up and sang the whole song without anything. I think maybe I played piano. Thank you. I had to redeem myself because I think the year before that was the first time that I did it, and I forgot all the words.
Aww.
Mm-hmm.
You were in, 1st grade then? 2nd grade?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the first talent show. We weren't allowed to... I think... I might have been in 2nd grade the first time I did it, and then 3rd grade the second time, because I want to say... No, it must have... I was in 1st grade. Because I wanted to be in the talent show. I remember wanting to perform in the talent show when I was in preschool kindergarten. We went to the assembly.
Mom says no.
Yeah, I didn't play piano. I told you I didn't play piano.
You were questioning if you did.
No. If I played guitar with it.
No, you
I know. Well, I think I was thinking piano because I know that the music teacher brought the piano out. He brought the piano from the music room into it, and he was teaching me how to play it on guitar. But I sang it a cappella. If I said piano, I misspoke. What was my thought? I was saying... I remember being in preschool kindergarten, and we would go to the talent show. They would bring us to the gym where everyone was performing, and we would watch it. But I wasn't allowed to sign up for it because they didn't want, rightfully so, they didn't want a bunch of 3, 4, 5-year-olds.
That's pretty competitive.
No, they just didn't want a bunch of kids. We were too young to actually put a performance together. You know what I mean? If they would have allowed preschool kindergartens to go up there, we would have just pretend ninja fought or some shit like that as our you know what I mean? That's some shit that a 4-year-old would do. They think it's funny.
No, the fact that
in front of all their friends.
intense talent show like that.
It wasn't. There was no winners. It was just a talent show that like you went up and performed for everyone.
We did. Don't
What's
Stop
a photo?
Believing in middle school with my friend Kayla.
Nice.
I did the harmonies. I taught her how to harmonize.
Nice. What's up, a photic photon? Hi, Mom, I'm on TV. Welcome. Yes, I wanted to be in it, and then I wasn't allowed to be in it. And then I remember I signed up when I was in first grade, and then I forgot all of the words. So the next year that I did it, I think was the year I sang "Do You Believe in Magic."
We tried to play It Takes Two last week, and it didn't work. This week, it didn't work.
Yeah, I tried to, and it wasn't.
It went and said.
My capture card was being stupid. Friends, I love you all so much. We're gonna go raid my friend Matt Hall. If you're a sub, please copy my bottom raid call. Follow me on all my socials and join my Discord using that link. We're gonna be back tomorrow at 8 p.m. Central Time. Maybe Carly will be back again. Who knows?
Who knows?
Who knows? Who knows? I love you all so much. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your night. Thank you for all the love and support and everything
Apparently
else.
this ages you now.
Yeah, I saw
What
that.
the hell?
Also, if you are new, please hit the follow button. It's a brand new. It's in the free thing to do.
It's spelled with a K and an EY. Thank you. Love you too. Ready?
I don't remember it. No, we dabbed up first. Okay, bye, friends. I love you all. I'll see you later. Goodbye.